Hello.
Hola, good evening.
I heard the echo. I was like, hold on, who's saying hello with me? Okay. But God bless you. And welcome to the Light of the Leo. I am the Light of the Leo, and this is our Decompress Monday. Um excuse me. Please excuse me. Um
Absolutely.
yeah, I am in a space. I'm ready to wait, hold on. Let's just get this started. This is our Decompress Monday. We just come here to decompress, enjoy each other's presence for a little bit, make each other laugh, and just get through the day. Excuse me. Make the night a little bit lighter
Mhm.
before we go. So I'm feeling all right. How are you doing, Jonathan?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty good. We're coming up on the end of February. Um, I'd say this month went by pretty regularly for me. I thought it was like speedy. I thought it was going by too fast in the middle, but as it's come to the end of it, I'm like, no, it's been paced out regularly as it should be, and so I'm all good here. I'm all good here. Watched all my shows today. It's all good in my hood. What about yours?
Um, it feels like a lot going on.
Hmm.
Um, I'm starting a new contract.
Yeah, a lot of changes in your work field.
Whew, a lot of changes there. A lot of changes. A lot of things to get done in the meantime, in between time. But I'm
Hmm.
happy. I'm actually getting things done. I'm remembering to do those things.
Awesome.
Um, you know, I'm not good with making the call to make the appointment and making the call to do this, that, and the third. Um, I only missed one thing today, so
Awesome.
I feel good about it. Um, And of course, I'll be able to remember to do that tomorrow. Child, I actually got to wake up in the morning for an appointment. I'm not excited about that, but hey, God bless.
I'm you reminded me, I need to make my dentist appointment because I have
See?
not had a cleaning in too long.
And to be honest, I need to make my appointment too, but I can't do one anytime soon because I have trainings and stuff to do and stuff. But that's what's going on. Hey, Dustin, thank you so much for making it on in.
Hey, Dustin.
Mm, 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 mm. Hello, Joseph. Joseph says, you clicked the stream, but did you choose it? Or did it choose you? Somewhere in a timeline, just one decimal shift away from this one, you scrolled past. Now mash the buttons.
Good evening, Joseph. Thank you
Good
so much
evening.
for those
Yes,
wise
God bless you.
words.
Yes. Miss Kim, hello, hello, hello.
Good evening, Miss Kim.
She says, hello, J and J. Hey, Justin. Hey, Joseph. Miss Kim said this Monday was truly Monday to me. Girl, I feel you. I hear you. I understand you
It's all good in the
wholeheartedly.
hood.
Um, that's another thing. Working on things to um that feed into my life more and more. I'm excited that I'm doing that for myself rather than just chilling and such. So I'm excited about that. Whew, boy. What did I want to say? Um, okay, I totally lost it. Um, Yep, I totally lost it. I had words, but
Oh,
now I don't
and
have words anymore.
I'm sure they'll come back to you eventually. I'm sure they will come back to you eventually.
For sure. Dustin says, "Congratulations, Jennifer. Thank you." Oh, this is what I meant to say. I heard you did well Saturday. You and Tyrone. Thugging it out.
Absolutely. It was so smooth. It went by so smoothly.
I know. I'm happy it did.
Yeah, it was awesome. I didn't even know if Tyrone was going to be on camera, but I was so glad that he was.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Um,
I wouldn't do that to you, Jonathan.
thank you so much. I appreciate that. Even though he did have the devotional ready and didn't tell me until like a little bit after, I was
Afterwards.
like, "Gosh, stricken." But hey, it's all's well that
And
ends well. So it
I
was
was
just
just saying,
fine.
like, just to make it as easy as possible, like, just here, hit it, quit it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But next time, I'm certainly going to put that in your in y'all in y'all bucket to go ahead. Hey, read this devotional, talk about all that stuff. But because I know there'll be another, at least one more Saturday, and of course, how many other Saturdays to come, where it
Right.
might be that way. So,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Brittany,
Good evening, Brittany.
hello, Brittany. She says hello, sending love. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We feel it,
May
honey. We feel it, honey.
the love of the Lord and our love too be with you as well. Whoo, child. But yeah, I was very happy. I wasn't concerned about y'all. I was only really concerned about getting there on time because I wanted to go by McDonald's and give you some breakfast. But child,
Oh,
when I got to that McDonald's line,
oh Lord. Yeah. Yeah. Don't you hate that when you got to go somewhere, but there's a detour that's just in your spirit, honey, to make happen, and once you get to the place, it's like, dang, it's not going to happen because your heart and your stomach is ready.
yeah, and
However, and time is
it's
not on your side.
it's because I woke up too late.
Gotcha.
I woke up
Yeah.
too late. But, I took a quick enough shower to get in, get out, be out of here in a reasonable amount of time to make it to my destination on time. But can I tell you about my God?
Tell me.
So, yeah, I wanted to have some breakfast because I wasn't going to have anything to eat until like later on.
Until after it was over.
No, she gave us a little snickety snack, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I would have loved to eat.
Right.
So,
Eat good.
eat. So what had happened, I found the trail mix and a bottle of water that I had from driving from South Carolina to Georgia. And I said, I'm not going to die. There is yet a ram in the bush.
Absolutely.
Children, lift your voices, for the Father hath provided
Yet again.
gain.
Yet
Yes.
again.
Oh gosh, and it's like I don't know what it is about nuts and raisins, but nuts and raisins kind of like fill you up, kind of they make you feel like you really place something on your stomach, and I only had just like a few, nom, 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 and I felt great,
That's
and I had
awesome.
a water to bring with me, so oh gosh, that was so awesome. I give God the glory for that. And I'll tell y'all about my forward movement a little bit more exactly in the future. But if you're in the Discord, you already know. Um, but I'll be sharing that in the future one day to the rest of the world. I'm doing a good job of holding on and shutting up. And sometimes I feel like maybe I should be more vocal about these things, but like, no, they're in the midst of growing and turning into something. Not everybody needs to be a part of the process of getting it there. So I'm patient with that. Another thing, okay, so I'm trying not okay, I'm starting a process of stepping more into ministry, Jonathan.
Hmm.
So I had this vision a long time ago, even back way back when we were at the apartment and everything, right?
Hmm.
Of having like a cloak slash like coat thingy, like okay, cloak slash like a cape or something like that, one
Okay.
that totally covers and stuff,
Like James Brown.
like James Brown. And what's funny is that I wanted to I felt like somebody I knew of should be able to make it, but have an out of the mind, not out of the mind, but just really be creative with what I want. Do you remember Dion and Rome?
It sounds familiar.
We we've talked to them. I don't know if you were, I don't think, no, you weren't there with the interview that we've had with them.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about now. Right? They were on some TV show.
Yeah, Family or Fiance.
Oh, okay, okay, gotcha. Yeah, yeah, I remember them.
Yeah. So they're really, really nice dudes, really good people. And they're creative as well with the fashions. And they just opened up their storefront out in LA
Ooh,
for the House of Noye. You know what I'm saying? They like doing it. And I'm doing a good job of being active and stepping aside of me feeling insignificant, or like
hmm,
they're not going to remember me, or they're not going to do nothing for me, or you know what I'm saying.
right.
And I decided to go ahead and send the message to ask, hey, do you guys do work by request, or request different outfits, or different apparel. And I sent that message via Instagram. It said yes, and I'll be calling them tomorrow. That's the call I forgot to do today.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself for taking that step. Because I look at them as here, you
Hmm.
know, but I know they're good people,
Right.
and they got God in them and stuff, and I know
Okay.
they see me as well. I know it.
Absolutely.
So
And
I
I'm
took that.
glad you know that and can accept that too.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm getting more aware of those things, more aware of those little things that hold me back.
Hmm.
That's within me, and I'm pushing past them to make it happen, because God was like, "Go ahead, send a message, send a message, send a message. Go ahead and send that message, send a message, Jennifer." Going, I kept on hearing that over and over again. I was like, you know what? This is no coincidence. Let me just go ahead and
Let's go on ahead and send this thing.
okay. And they responded happily. So I'm excited about the forward movement. I'm not going to give away how I want it to look or anything like that, but hopefully the next time you see it, y'all be like, "Oh, so that's the vision." Um, but I'm excited with that. Uh-oh, Robin's here.
Good evening, Robin. Hey, Auntie.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Go ahead, Robin's here. Go ahead and tell Robin what you're doing on Friday.
Oh, Robin, we are reviewing the most recent season of 90 Day Fiance, the most recent episode for Dustin's birthday. He asked me personally earlier this afternoon if we could do it for his birthday. So we are doing that on Friday at 6 p.m. So make sure you join us because you asked for it, honey. So we're giving it to you, girl.
Ain't that marvelous? Ain't that wonderful? Miss Kim says, exciting. I can't wait to see your custom cape. Thank you for being here with me. Shoot, for all I know, if we start doing emails, I might just include you in on them, Miss Kim. I just just to make sure that you see it.
Evidence.
But um, but there's a few. You more than likely, I'm gonna text you tonight, Miss Kim, just to tell you my vision and thought process, and I'm just curious as to what they're going to do with my thought process, because I feel the need to give them some free reign, but just a few things that they need to hold to.
Hmm.
Robin says Friday at 6 p.m. Let me put that on my calendar right now.
Thank
Thank you.
you, Auntie. Thank you.
I appreciate your support. It's marvelous.
Hmm.
Um, Another thing that I'm taking advantage of. So I do a whole heap of overtime. I was. So spending like every day. I mean, okay, this is why I will come here at 9, because I've been up since about 8, working the whole time since to 9 p.m. Doing a whole lot of overtime. So during this time of learning, and I'm getting the regular 40 hours, it's like, uh oh, I'm about to have time on my hands. hands. So there are things that I need to feed into myself. I need to study. I need to get more familiar with my craft that's coming together. I'll let y'all know. And I said to myself, I need to figure out at least 1 or 2 days where I can just like sit down and just study to remember the things because repetition is what does it. And some of the things have come. I hate that I can't say too much, but I'm a talk in circles. Just give me a second. Some of the things felt like they came so naturally, and the others, like the repetition of the words and things of that nature, I got to remember the words, the things that have to come out of my mouth. The things that I got to do with my hands is like it's just easy. It's nothing.
Hmm.
But I'm excited. Robin
And
says, "I just got." Go ahead, Jonathan.
I was going to say, aren't you proud of me for not spilling your beans on Saturday? Because I was this close to doing it. I was so
Jonathan,
close, and you didn't even tell me not to say it. So I,
and you knew not.
I was like, does she? No, I guess I shouldn't. Just to be safe. Just to be safe.
Congratulations, Jonathan. You deserve a pat on the back.
Thank you.
You did that. Miss Robert says, I just got here. Visions? Cake? Occasion? Wait, who said cake? I want some cake. Speaking of cake, Jonathan, I went home with pedophores from Tiffany. It just excites. They were gone by Saturday.
I'm surprised they made it to Atlanta.
I just do a good job of holding on to things just a little bit so I can enjoy them. I was only eating about like two a day last week. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
And Jonathan, Tyrone only got one. Just I asked for them, so they're technically mine.
Okay.
Okay. And didn't he get some kind of cheesecake, whatever? Like,
Oh, he
I ain't
did?
touched
I didn't
that.
know he got anything for himself.
Yeah, he got something for himself.
Oh, okay.
Shoot. Anyway, there's no cake, but yes, I had a vision for a cape. CAPE. That's what that is. The occasion, you'll find out.
I was
Miss
about
Kim
to blurt
says,
out something else. See, I'm doing better. I'm doing better, y'all.
I love there is a bishop oh gosh at the church that I went to he told us to shut up, hush, and these are the words that I'm hearing in my ear. Miss Kim says, okay, I'll likely respond in the morning. My bed is calling me and my eyes are heavy. It's all right, sis.
I heard that, Miss Kim. I heard
I'm
that.
on
Do
the
your
same
thing.
page. I'm
Do
about
what
to
you
go
do,
make me some
honey.
popcorn, drink me a cold beverage, and go to bed. Cause I actually got to get up in the morning, Jonathan.
Yeah, you got an appointment.
The appointment
Appointment.
that I had to make. Understood, sis. And don't worry, I don't mind as long as you eventually answer. Robert says, "Okay, not yet sure why, but congrats, Genesita. Thanks. No one's sure why. I haven't said anything, and I hate to talk in circles, but that's what's going on. And I wanted to be able to share everything, but I can't. But y'all will know sooner than later. But if you are in the Discord, you already know for sure. And thank y'all for not spilling any beans, including Jonathan, especially Jonathan. There are beans that could have been spilt, but they were not. And I thank you.
Mama's Mommy's
Mhm.
favorite phrase to me while I was growing up was "loose lips sink ships." Okay, because I was a snitch in my
Yeah, you
younger
are. Oh
days.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, well, kind of still am, but I have my moments, but I feel like as though I'm getting better.
You are. I think it's that you're finding the times that are good to hold things and
Hmm.
is better because something's being built.
Right.
Something's coming together. Ms. Kim says, "They are not my beans to spill."
That's right.
Okay. Lady Virgo, hello, Lady Virgo.
Good
Welcome
evening,
on
Lady
in.
Virgo.
But there's a lot going on, and I'm excited about life in general.
That's
Um,
awesome.
things are. and it's like I don't want to say like things may not be perfect or anything like that, because it's like there's always things that we're looking for. There's always things that we desire. There's always things that we want to come together sooner or whatever. But I think my message today is I feel like I need to reiterate the sentiments of don't rush God.
Hmm.
You ask God for it. Why in the world are you trying to make it happen? Take the steps that you can make and let him do it.
Right.
Just because it's not happening when you believe it should happen does not mean that it's not happening.
Right. Hmm.
Uh, Delay does not mean denial. And
Right.
those words have been repeating over and over in my head and heart about things of my heart. Robert says, "You'll jinx it if you blab." Okay. That was an episode of Mothers in Law. Ooh. They actually sang those words to Throne of Saint Lucia. But yeah, it's true, and I think it's not even just about the possibility of jinxing, but not I don't not everybody means well for you,
Hmm.
and unfortunately, some people will pray against what you got going on sometimes.
And also keeping it to yourself, I feel like keeps you focused as well.
Mm, mm-hmm.
I think that also keeps you focused on
And I
the on the on what you're doing on the thing at hand, you know.
Yeah, and what I don't like about saying things as they're coming together is just the fact that sometimes things just don't happen. And there's so many things that don't happen. It's like you get to the point where you just don't want to say, like, just watch it when it happens.
And also, we as humans, we are quite newsy. And so, therefore, once you start talking about something, people have questions about that something. And then you get too deep into something that you really shouldn't have said in the first place. So, yeah, you just dig yourself a hole. So, just keep it to yourself.
And another thing I like about trying to figure it out for yourself first before you give it to the rest of the world. Sometimes you don't know the structure that you're trying to build. Maybe
Hmm.
not everything is for everybody. I have whole systems that's not for everybody, that not everybody knows about. And that's okay, because the people that need to know about it know about it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But I think people that truly support and love, they will take what they can get for the moment and be happy when they do get the bulk of everything that I'm doing.
Right. Exactly.
So um, I'm happy for you moving forward and all the things that you're able to. I do want to encourage you, like the things are coming. You set the things in motion. It might
Yeah.
not be coming once again as fast as you may like it to happen,
Hmm.
but when things are in motion, and before you started that process, they weren't in motion.
Right, exactly. So that's why it's the in between time that sometimes feels like the hardest because it still feels like
Yes,
things aren't moving, although they definitely are moving. It's just
definitely.
that because I'm not seeing the results as of yet, it can be discouraging at times, but I think I'm doing pretty well with it because I know that things are in motion. So, I just have to keep
Exactly.
reminding myself of that. And I'm doing just fine with that. I really am. I really am. It's just I feel as though I'm thinking about the expectations of others,
Mm.
and that gets in the way much more than my expectations of myself.
Ain't that something?
It is something, isn't it?
Because it's like I was just typing that out recently. Just something that holds me back is the thought process that other people may have about what I'm trying to do, and
Yeah.
being concerned about what other people are thinking about what I'm trying to do and the moves I'm trying to make.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
whether or not they'd be able to accept it and everything. But the one thing, see, this is why I do my best to stay in constant communication with God and have those reminders from him that it doesn't matter what they believe. What you have is important and the people need it.
Right.
And the people that feel away, if they do, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if they do feel away, that's their problem and they're not for you. They're not your audience. That's not your people. So I'm learning to l- those thoughts are going to come up. We're human beings. We can't help it. But we
Hmm.
still have to continue to move whether those thought processes happen or not.
Right. And also our sermon for this past Sunday, the title for it was Managing Expectations. So it was quite eye-opening for me. And
It's
it's
wonderful.
yeah, yeah, it absolutely was. And so yeah, that was just a word that I really needed to hear. And I'm so glad that I heard it. But I just have to remember at the end of the day, I'm okay. I am okay. I am okay. I just have to keep reminding myself that I am okay. It's crazy the negative thoughts that we think ourselves. It's like
Ourselves.
we don't even understand why those thoughts come to our mind. And it's kind of like a mind F. Because it's like, why do these thoughts come to my mind when it's in my mind? Why do these
Hmm.
thoughts come? But you just have to block those things out, understanding that it's not you personally. It's just kind of hard to
No,
explain, but
it is you.
mm,
But there are things it's those things that you have to learn how to circumvent. It's those things you have to learn how to move around, move past, so that you can move forward into that thing.
and
Whether
it's also about sometimes you have to compartmentalize things
yeah,
in a way, and so we have to learn how to do that as well. But yeah, it's just managing those many thoughts that go through your mind and understanding what to receive and what to just let go of. And
absolutely.
so still in the process of learning that as well.
Miss Kim says literally nothing is moving for me. All I do slash have is work. I need more.
I feel you, Miss Kim. I do feel you.
Um, I'll say just because you don't see it moving doesn't mean it's not moving.
That's it.
Just because you don't see it moving doesn't mean that your prayers are moving things along. Remember, when you ask God to do something, He's doing it His way.
Hmm.
So let's think about it like you guys are in a car. You know they're talking about Jesus take the wheel. He's not going to share with you what's on the navigation. Okay,
Yeah.
He's going to drive. He doesn't need you from the back seat saying, "Okay, see, I need to get here by 2." Okay, when the navigation says you're gonna make it there by 7, it's none of your business. You ask him to take the wheel, sit down.
Yeah.
He's gonna get you there.
When you decide to put it in the Lord's hands, that's the best time to trust the process. Because when you don't trust the process, that's when you become discouraged. And that's when those negative thoughts of it's never going to happen. Why is it not happening now? When is it going to happen? When
Mm-hmm.
you've already asked for it to happen, you've already asked the Lord to do it, probably over and over and over again. You just have to trust that God knows what you want and God will do that for you.
Absolutely. And I give God the glory
Hmm.
for doing that part. It's that part. Being able to say, Lord, I feel this way. Help me push past this. Him being there for us to be able to take advantage of him in that way.
And if it's not happening the way you want it to happen, tell the Lord that, Lord, this thing is not happening the way that I expected it to happen. But Lord, I know that you have everything, you're in control, and I know that you have it in your hands, and I know that you will get me there, Father. But just know, Lord, that I am frustrated, Lord. This is
Okay.
frustrating for
Okay.
me. And you know what I'm saying? And
And
just
it's
give it all
okay
to
to say
him.
it.
It
It's
is
okay to say
okay.
it.
The Lord is not offended by our distress. The
Mm,
Lord can carry the weight of the world on his shoulders, literally, literally, and already probably is as it is. And so it's okay because at the end of the day, he already knows.
one thing that I absolutely feel. Um, there was one time, one of the last times that I kind of like went off because things weren't going my way. I just was crying because of the disappointment, and I was like, why doesn't anything ever go the way that I want it, Lord?
Mm-hmm.
And me saying it out loud to God kind of changed something in me.
Mm.
It's like, hold on. I'm asking God to do this. Why can't it go my way? And that's when things kind of changed. That's when the disappointment started to get lighter and lighter because I said, "Oh, I it hurt so much because I wanted control in the space that I never had control in."
Mm-hmm.
So it just gets more and more disappointing. So I came to the decision. It's like I'm just gonna trust him. It as long as it takes. I'm just gonna let things be. I'm gonna let
Mm-hmm.
him do it. He's heard my cry, and I'm still continuously praying and staying true to the things that I told him I do like the devotional, the praying, the um connecting with Christ, and as well doing my work, doing the things that he wants me to do, continuing to do those things in the meantime, in between time.
Right.
So I am sad about that. Miss Kim says, I know what I want, but my time has run out. How do you know? How do you know your time has run out? Who told you that?
That's just her perception of it.
God even has a way of giving us back time that we thought we lost. He is bigger than he's bigger than that clock. I'm struggling to make peace with it, and I find and find a new dream. You know, a part of me just wants to say, what if you didn't have to find a new dream? What if that dream was put into you by God? What if that desire was innately in you because of what's supposed to be? Continue to focus on yourself because there's more. There's always more. It's not just going to be work. There's always more. Believe it or not. Robin says, Joe Nathan, I neglected to suggest you check out this past Saturday's service at Obsidian Church in Harlem. It was HBCU and Divine Nine Sunday, all kinds of paraphernalia. It was fun.
That sounds awesome. That sounds so fun. It really does.
Abyssian? Yeah, Abyssian. Abyssian? Let me stop. Anywho, but yeah, I hope you guys got some encouragement from those things because there's always hope,
Absolutely. You're still
especially.
here. We're still
Mhm.
here. There will always be hope as long as we're still here. There's always a chance to get it right as long as we are still here. Even people in prison have a chance to get it right. Like we
Mhm.
out here in the free world and we have all the opportunity to get it right. So believe in yourself.
And you know what's beautiful? It doesn't even have to be about being right, Jonathan.
Hmm.
It has to be about fulfilling the most that you can.
Hmm.
And with hope, especially hope in God, it's all possible.
It is.
Um, Miss Kim says that was Andre Leon Talley's church. Hmm.
Wow. That's
Thank you,
awesome.
Robin. Ab Abib wait Abesian Abesian. Thank you. Oh gosh, y'all. This week is going to be a week as last the weeks have been, but we are descending into spring.
Hmm.
So not only are things going to get warmer, but things are going to start coming into fruition.
Heating up.
Keep your eye on Christ. Keep your eye on His prize, because Everything else that's going on around this world, some of it not even your business. So just let them have it and keep pushing through Christ. You will be all right.
Absolutely. I love that word.
What?
You will be all right. You will be all right. Sometimes we just have to tell us ourselves that sometimes. I will be okay. I will be okay. There's no danger, no danger. I
Okay.
am okay.
And sometimes there's more danger in the fear that you put upon yourself than what's actually happening.
Yeah. And sometimes that can be worse than the actual thing that you're afraid of happening.
Exactly. And if you would have said, you know what, let me just live and whatever will be,
Que sera, sera?
you could have been living in peace rather than with your blood pressure high
That's it.
for these weeks, months, and years. You know what I'm saying? So
I choose joy. Come on, we gotta choose joy, y'all. We got to. We got to.
don't let those things bring you down because you have a choice.
Mhm.
Okay. Especially if you trust in God. If you say you trust in God, it's time to choose it because you have an opportunity. I'm not sure about any other religion and how that works, saying God bless. Okay. And, even if you're atheist or agnostic, whatever you do, but I'm just saying, if you believe in Christ, you shouldn't have panic. Dustin
Absolutely.
says, have a good night. I love you all. Love you.
Good night, Dustin.
Nighty night. And I'm going to go the way of Dustin. I'm going to go ahead and make this popcorn. I'm going to drink something sweet,
Something sweet. You know, I
and
love me
follow it up
something
with some
sweet.
water. Mm, I give God the glory. And I pray that y'all continue to find peace. Let other people build you up. Let other people give you the bright side of things
Hmm.
because it's so easy to find negativity, especially when it lives in us.
Right.
Oh, Lord. Dustin says, eat some popcorn for me. Will do. Y'all, it's been real. I love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. I will see you guys on Thursday night with Jonathan on JoJo Speaks.
Yes.
Thursday night at 8. That's a really nice time.
It is, isn't it?
And also for Saturday morning at 10ish a.m. for Faithful Warrior Ministries, we're going to come together and pray and read our devotional and good stuff like that. Come together and enjoy each other. I love you guys dearly. Y'all have a great night.
Good
Bye.
night, y'all.